Welcome to the online class. Today we'll discuss on stepper motor. Before this, we will define what do you mean by stepper motor. It is a device translates electrical pulses into mechanical movement. Okay, it is unlike a DC motor in which the DC motor will rotate continuously. Okay, there are no step of increment for the rotation. In a stepper motor, there is a precise increments for the step of movement. The step size will be calculated, okay, as we'll proceed into the coming slide, okay, and it allows to be used in the application that require exact positioning of a mechanical parts. Okay, in the most of a mechanical industry, okay, it is most used for the applications for rotation or for many robotic operations. Now this is what the basic electrical circuit diagram of a stepper motor, in which, okay, now the stepper motor, I hope you can see, the stepper motor is interfaced to the 8051 through 8255, okay, with the using a ports. Okay, I hope you can see there are the port PA0, PA1, PA2, PA3, means the stepper motor, we call it as a 4 steps, okay, in which it is connect the stepper motor, the hardware stepper motor is connected to the microcontroller through the 4 bits. We call it as PA0 to PA3. Okay, now we'll see how the operation of this one, and all the way the data will be communicated through the COM port, okay, through serially. And in the right side, I hope you can see, okay, now this is something like four steps what I have mentioned here. Okay, now the PA0, PA1, PA2, PA3, okay, these are the electrical signals are to be transmitted through the 8051 to the stepper motor, and it will be sending it to the energizing device. Okay, I hope you can see energizing device, we call it as A, B, C and D, and a signal to these are coming through the ports from 8051. Okay, now this is we call it as a electromagnetic induction. Okay, means there is a, okay, we call it as A, B, C, D are a magnets. These are energized or they possess the magnetic operation when electrical signal are applied. Okay, means look at this one, the inside I have a magnet, okay, and the outside we have like a 4 magnets. The 4 magnets, there's the outside magnets are energized depends on the electrical signals. Okay, and these electrical signals are supposed to be transmitted from the microcontroller through the program. Okay, now before we'll move into this section, okay, now let us move to the detailed operation of the stepper motor, how it works. Okay, now look at this one. As I have shown with like a circle, the stepper motor consists of 2 important components. We call it as a rotor and the stator. Okay, now look at this one. The inside, okay, whatever we have inside the circle, we call it as a rotor, and the outside circle ring, we call it as a stator. The rotor has a magnet, single magnet, and the stator has a 4 magnets. Okay, now the rotor is a moving part in which, okay, in this organization the rotor will be moving, okay, in the clockwise or anti-clockwise, or it will make a circle, and it is a permanent magnet. Okay, there is a rotor is of a permanent magnet, and the stator is a static part, okay, which is surrounds the rotor. It is an electromagnet, means it will be energized depends on the applied electrical signals, means it will be getting, okay, magnetic property depends on electrical pulse. Okay, as we know that, okay, with a magnet, a standard property, the like poles repel, unlike pole attracts. Okay, and the magnet is possessing two poles, north pole and the south pole. Okay, there is a well-known operation of the magnets. Okay, now the two windings have a center tap in which COM, which is typically connected to either plus 5 volt or plus 12 volt. Okay, now usually in the laboratory purpose also we are using with a plus 5 volt. Okay, the vertical winding AB, okay, I hope you can see the vertical AB is wound around the up and down stator poles. Okay, we call it as up and down stator poles, while the horizontal will be C and the D. Okay, I hope this concept will be clear now. Okay, the rotor, okay, the rotor and the stator. Rotor is a moving part, stator is a fixed part. Okay, now the outside we call it as a stator, inside is a rotor, and it is a 4 steps because there is a 4 step of operation. There is a 4 stators we have given here in the operation. Now let us move to the basic operation here. Okay, the working operation. The working of stepper motor is based on a magnetic principle, as I told previously, like poles and the unlike poles, how they repel and attract each other. Okay, the rotor's direction of rotation is dictated by the poles on the energized stators. The poles of the stator are determined by the current sent through the wire coils. Okay, now look at this one. Okay, now imagine that. Okay, I hope you can see here. Now just look at this one. Your magnet, okay, the inside magnet, inside, this is the N pole and the S pole. Okay, now if I apply a signal to this, okay, signal to the one signal to the A. Okay, now this will be the A will be energized and it will possess the magnetic property, and it will become, okay, a magnet with the two poles. There is a north pole and the south pole. Okay, now these are like a N pole and the south pole. They exist when they are energized. Energized in the sense when I apply the signal to A. Okay, now when this is a 1, okay, this is 0, 0, 0, right? Okay, now when this is a 1 here, okay, I hope you can see this is the S pole, this is the north pole. Immediately what will happen here? Okay, now when the N and S, okay, they will attract, right? Okay, assume that, okay, this will become, okay, now this will become N here and this will become S. Okay, now this is a N, this is a, okay, because this is a, okay, now what will happen here? This is N here and this is N. Both N and N, they will repel. When they repel, it will take a circle, right? Means now the inside, the motor will become in this direction. Okay, now why it will be taken here? Because the N pole of the like a rotor, okay, and a N pole of the stator, they will repel, and immediately it will take a horizontal condition, means horizontal direction, means as good as it is taken a 90-degree rotation. Okay, now where the signal you have applied? At the A. Now if I apply a signal at the C, means I applied here 1. Now we will apply here 0, 0, 0. Okay, now which coil will be energized here? C coil. Means what? Your rotor is in horizontal direction. Okay, immediately again this will become N. Okay, this will be N here and this will possess N. Again what will happen? The inside rotor will repel back, and repelled here, again it will take this direction. Means how much direction it is taken here? 90 degree. Okay, now this is not the magnet now. Again you apply a signal at the B. when here B, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, right? Okay, now when this is energized, again this is the N here, again it will repel. How much degree? 90 degree, right? 90 degree means how much here? 90, 90 and 90, 270 degree operation here. Okay, now which one is to be energized here? D. Okay, this is 1, this is 0, okay, this is 0 and this is 0. Okay, means if the D is energized, again the inside rotor will be having N pole and the N pole. They will repel. When they repel here, again it will take a one more 90 degree. Means total how much degree it is taken? 360 degree. Okay, means depends on electrical signals you apply to A, B, C and D. The rotor will move in a clockwise or the anti-clockwise. Now look at this one. How I rotated? I rotated from A, C, B and D. We call it as a clockwise direction. Now if I energized A and if I energize D and if I energize B and if I energize C, means your rotor will take an anti-clockwise direction. I hope you understood. Either you move in a clockwise A, C, B, D, or you energize A, D, B, C. Okay, again A. So this will take an anti-clockwise direction. This is how the basic operation, okay, of the stepper motor, okay, it will be working. Okay. Now this is what level A and B and how operation will be done. Now if I take okay, now if the stepper, okay, how we said here, the stators of the motor are energized in accordance with a predefined sequence that rotates. Okay, we call it as a predefined status. Okay, now if I say if I take here a 1 by 1 bit sequence, okay, look at this one. Okay, the smaller step angles are made possible by having teeth on stator. Okay, now there are teeth are on the stator. Okay, if it took a one rotation, okay, means it will rotate by one teeth and a rotor. The number of teeth depends on the stepper per revolution parameter on the stepper motor. Means if I take the inside, okay, there are like a teeth will be there. Okay, we have teeth here. Teeth. Okay, if it is rotated by one here, means one teeth will be rotated. Okay, I hope from the previous diagram it is made clear for you. Okay, since if I want to calculate the one step angle, means one rotation angle, the step angle is the minimum degree of rotation associated with a single step in order to calculate for single step. Okay, now then how do I calculate here the steps per revolution? Okay, as we know that like a total it will be taking a 360 degree. Okay, the step per revolution will be 360 divided by step angle. Okay, since for a normal 4-step sequence, okay, it is made up of like a 4-step sequence. Okay, now if I calculate, okay, now here in order to calculate the step angle, okay, as we know, okay, in a stepper motor there are like we'll get here 48 steps per revolution. Okay, that is we get here. Okay, now as we know that there are like a each step angle, okay, for like a teeth is of 3, that is a 7.5 degree, means like this. Okay, if I take a teeth like this, okay, this teeth angle will be of 7.5 degree. Okay, now if it is like something like a 7.5 degree, okay, for total circle it will be like a 360 degree divided by 7.5. okay, approximately you will get here 48 steps. Okay, means 48 steps are required to complete one revolution. This is a 7.5 degree is a constant for a stepper motor, what we are using it for the current laboratory also, for the academic also. Okay, and this leads to a conclusion that minimum step angle is always a function of the number of teeth on the rotor. Okay, that is what I mentioned here. Okay, there is a minimum number of teeth on the rotor. In other words, the more the teeth, the more the rotor has, the smaller the step angle. Okay, means if I take here 7.5 degree, if the step angle, each teeth angle will be 4 degree, means what? 360 degree divided by 4. Okay, means approximately you will get here 360 divided by 4. If I get here, you will get here 90 steps are required to complete one full circle. Okay, this is how we need to be calculated here. Okay, steps per second is equal to RPM, revolution per minute, into steps per revolution. How many steps per revolution divided by 60. Okay. Now this is how, okay, how the working of like a stepper motor for a full drive. Okay, now we consider it for full drive as well as for half drive. Okay, in a full drive we have like a four steps how the operation will be performed here. Okay, now look at this one. Two magnets are energized at a single time. In coding, one pin is high at a time. Okay, as we have discussed here. Okay, now if I take, this will be like a number. Okay, I need to be I need to be send two signals for this. Okay, now this will be like, if I take a hexadecimal value of this one C, and this will be 6 0C 06. Okay, now this will be 03. Now this will be 09. These are the sequence to be transmitted in order to rotate in a full circle. C639. Okay, I hope you get here. Now how we get here two pins here during the condition. Okay, I mentioned here A will be there and B will be there and C will be there and D will be there. Which are energized? A and B. That is A and B, means this one and this one. Okay, now when it will be rotated, okay, and B and C will be energized, and C and D will be energized, and D and A will be getting energized. A, B, C, D, if I take here. Okay. Now similarly, if I want to take in a working condition of like a half drive sequence, okay, it will be consists of eight steps. Okay, how we are going here. Okay, you need to be go with like a 8 steps. If you take with like a half step sequence, okay, like 8. Okay, now decimal 8 here, and this will be C, and this will be 4, and this will be a 6, and this will be like 2, this will be 3. Okay, this will be 1, this will be like a 9. If a stepper is working for like a half drive sequence, you need to be send 8, C, 4, 6, 2, 3, 1 and 4. Now if it is working for like a full drive, okay, now you need to be send with here, okay, C, 6, 3 and the 9. Okay, let us see how the programming here will do. Okay, now the very first line we need to include the register by using reg52.h. okay, the next is that we need to call the delay subroutine program so that each step will be stay for a certain amount of time. Okay, now there are like three bits we are using, port P0, P1 and P2. Okay, now P2, through the P2, okay, now what I'm sending here, okay, as I discuss here, 3 will be sending, means 003. okay, it will take a one step 90 degree. Okay, now 6, again one more step 90 degree, means total how much rotated here? 180 degree. Okay, now another 190 degree. What you are supposed to see here? C. Okay, that is how much here? 90 degree. Okay, again 9, you transmit with the 9. Total how much here? 90 degree. Means total how much it is taken here? 360 degree rotation to complete a one circle. Okay, why I hope you understood why we take a 3, 6, C and the 9. Okay, now if I ask you to rotate only for like a 180 degree, okay, only two bits to be transmitted with, there's a P2, okay, 3 and the 6. If I want to rotate for like a 270 degree, okay, you need to be rotate for, okay, like 3, 6, C, full 9. Okay, now during this one, each time the delay will be called, okay, with a delay is a subroutine program. Subroutine program what you are given, 1000 is a value, it is copied into K. Okay, and the loop will be repeated for how long? 1000 into 100, that is 100 times. Means this much of delay will be, okay, given for each step, so that you can visualize the how the step will be rotated, either in, okay, not either here, it will be rotated in clockwise, because the corresponding program is written for clockwise movement. Okay, I hope this program is bit clear for you. Okay, then it will be all the way, it is a depends on like energizing of a coil, that is a stator coil. Depends on this, your rotor will move, and it will, how much it will move for the corresponding stepper? 7.5 degree. 7.5 degree. Total how much it will rotation it will take to make a one circle? 48, because 360 divided by 7.5. Okay, since we need to load with the value, so that it will be continuously looping it with the 360 degree. Okay, I hope you understood the stepper motor operation. Okay, thank you.